Go check out FIFA Coins online for some amazing deals on buying coins. Link in the description.
Oh my god!
Hello guys, Mr. Aussie1990 here, and this is episode 7 of the Diamond Effect. Of course, this episode is going to be Manchester United. Now, we're going to start with the centre mid. I did leave, in the last video, a comment to see what you guys thought the best diamond would be for Man U, because obviously they have got a lot of options. They've got the likes of, you know, Kagawa's recent inform obviously wouldn't have been able to get into the diamond because it was a left mid. There was a lot of talk about him possibly being one of the cams, but the team I've chosen was actually some guy left it in the comments and it got a lot of thumbs up, and I was going to go with that team anyway, and that just kind of made me want to do it more. So in centre mid, which might be a little bit controversial for you guys, I went with Rooney, and it was probably the best decision I made. He was so good there. I mean, he picked up 4 goals. I played 8 games with this team altogether. I'm playing a lot more games with the team and picking out the 3 best games in that, you know, in that 8 games kind of thing. But Rooney was probably one of the standout players. He wasn't the best player in the team. There was one in my opinion, was slightly better than him. But you know, he's good at passing. He's good at tackling. He's just an all-round very good centre mid, and he's got like a high defensive work rate, which if you have him up front, he'll be hovering around the midfield all game, which just wouldn't have been a very good thing to have. Now, I'll move on to the 2 cams. I've gone with informed Danny Welbeck on the left-hand side and Robin van Persie on the right-hand side. Now, Welbeck was kind of a bit of a letdown in cam. He didn't seem to be in the game a lot. I mean, he was alright, he had decent pace, he was quite strong on the ball, his shooting was rather good, he did pick up 5 goals in the 8 games, but he just didn't seem to be as good as I thought he would be. Maybe he would be better as an actual striker. I haven't been able to see that. But Rob van Persie was fantastic. He's got the 4-star skills. He was actually the only player that had 4-star skills in this diamond, which is quite weird, considering Man U players are meant to be quite skillful. I mean, you got likes of Nani, he's obviously 5-star, who isn't in this team because he's on the wing, but he scored 5 goals in 8 games as well. Very good player indeed. And then the striker is going to be Javier Hernandez. He picked 8 goals up in 8 games. He was a tiny bit of a letdown as well. They're still really good, but I mean, I kind of hyped them up to be probably better than they were. Rooney was definitely the standout player in the midfield. Van Persie was fantastic. Welbeck and Hernandez were kind of... if looking back, I probably would have switched them. Have Welbeck up front and Hernandez in cam just to see if that worked any better, but it still worked fantastic. I'm not faulting that. Just they were more of a letdown than as I said, I hyped them up a little bit too much, probably for my liking. But in this team, we did go with Rodrigo, Palacio in right mid and Jonathan in right back. That is subject to change. I'm probably going to go with the Maicon Liete-Ney combination or something along those lines. I think there was another guy like Nashado or something like that. But I'm probably going to change that up. They were very good though. They're not a bad right back, right mid combination, so I might use them again in the future. I've also got Ronaldo possibly coming back in the team instead of Ribery, but Ribery's been doing fantastic for me recently, picking up 27 goals. He's just a very good player on the wing. So that is going to be this now, and we'll roll into some of the games. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay now. As I said, we played 3 games with this team. We were playing it in the Foot United tournament, the one where we win 6,000 coins. Coming up against the first guy, he's got a Brazilian team in the 4-2-3-1 formation. For some reason, playing a Juninho in CDM when he's a cam. That's quite strange, but we do take the lead with a cross here from Palacio, and Welbeck does win the header. But, you know, this team was a little bit sweaty in the likes of the fact that Hernandez and Welbeck and that are very good at heading, and I decided I wanted to score some variety of goals in this one. That's a very good goal in my opinion. I mean, we do get a penalty here from a little bit of trickery down the wing. I think that was Ribery who did that, and yeah, so we do get a penalty, and I put Rooney on my penalties because I thought I wanted him to get some goals, and centre mid, he might be picking up the goals he deserves in the game. So we do put Rooney on the penalty, and of course he will slot that one away straight down the middle, slightly to the right, a little bit and high. The goalkeeper was unable to make it, so we put the lead into 2-0 now, and that is how it went into half-time. So we're 2-0 up at half-time, pretty comfortable in the game. As you can see, he's just having his one shot. We had around 10. Welbeck does get in behind here. His goalkeeper starts coming up. I don't panic. and I slot one in. That's a beautiful goal from Danny Welbeck. I really like that goal. The goalkeeper just kind of watched it fly past him. But normally, as I said in the past, I do panic when they bring the goalkeeper out. But this time I kind of took my time. I knew Welbeck was going to outmuscle the guy. And we do get him behind and we do score. Van Persie doing some nice little Ronaldo chops here. Gets around 2 players and finishes quite nicely. Van Persie was fantastic. I'm not going to lie. He... You know, maybe if he was a striker, it'd be even better. I mean, I could have had... I didn't like Hernandez up front. I liked him, you know, in the game. He was good. But as a striker, I didn't rate him that highly. I would have probably preferred him in Cam. We do actually get a penalty there, and I didn't actually see what that was for. I think he might have hacked one of my guys down in the box. So we do get a second penalty of the game, and I'm going to change it to Rooney again. And will he get 2 out of 2? Of course he will, with a dinky little chip down the middle. Very good goal from Wayne Rooney. So that is 2 penalties for him in the same game, which is quite good. I do get a lot of penalties because I like to... you know, do some skills around the players. We do get Hernandez in behind here, and he will get his goal there. It's a nice little finish from him. But yeah, so that puts us at 5-0 now. No, sorry, that's 6-0. So we do win that game 6-0, our first game. So that's a pretty comfortable win there. We absolutely dominated that guy. We'll roll into the second game, and there's not going to be many highlights for this game. This is one of them games where... Look at his team. It's fantastic. I really like this team. But I get a goal here. Another cross. Palacio doing some work down the wing. Gets it in. And Hernandez with a very good little diving header there. I originally thought he got tackled, and then kind of stumbled into the net. But if you actually do watch it closely, he does actually do a diving header. So that is pretty nice. And that is actually going to be the end of this game. But as you can see in the highlights, you'll be able to see in the... After the game, he battered me. He absolutely battered me. Shots on target wise, 14. My goalkeeper had an outstanding game. I didn't really want to show you any of the highlights. It was kind of end-to-end stuff. But I probably didn't deserve to win that game. I don't say that often. That's kind of the FIFA AIDS coming into effect. But it's against me, so I'm happy with the win. But we go into our final game now. What a game this one's going to be. He has got a German team. I think it was a German league team. We do get very lucky to score here with Van Persie. It's a decent finish, but I'm not too sure how he gets through there. To put us 1-0 up in the 13th minute. There's going to be a lot of goals in this game. But as you can see there, I do get lucky to get in behind. He gets in behind here. My defence was all over the place in this game. I really don't know what happened. I committed my goalkeeper and I slid in as well. It was a rookie mistake from me. And Blaszczykowski will score the goal to make it 1-0. But as I said, you'll see my defence is all over the place. I don't look at this again here. He gets a little bit lucky, and I wasn't actually expecting him to score that. But Tony Cruz, I think, has got like 5-star weak foot, so he's always got the chance to score that kind of goal. But that puts him 2-1 up now. I don't feel as if he deserved that. But yeah, we do get a nice goal here. I have no idea why he's bringing this keeper out, but when you've got a player like Ribery, he's going to score that all day long to make it 2-2 in this game. I really don't know why he's bringing this goalkeeper out, but I'm going to take full advantage of that and get myself back into the game. So that does make it 2-2, of course. And yeah, as you can see here, some horrible defending again from me, and he does end up tramping one into the goal. But I don't mind a tramp, because, you know, play to win and all that. I don't mind conceding the tramp. It does annoy me a little bit, but a goal's a goal at the end of the day. So that puts him 3-2 up at half-time. So he's gone into the break with the momentum. As you can see, it's a very even game. It was a very even game. But we do get another penalty here, which is quite lucky for me because I did get the shot away and I did miss. And another key thing about this, Naldo does get sent off for that tackle, which I didn't realise at the time. We do put Rooney on our penalty, like I said before. Will he make it another penalty? Of course he will. Down the middle again. Very nice penalty from Wayne Rooney. But Naldo, of course, did get sent off. As I said, I didn't actually realise it right away until later. Look at this. Again, where is my defence? I really don't know. Blaszczykowski gets in behind quite easily, and he slots that one into the corner. I think it's the fact he was playing free up front, or the, you know, the right forward, left forward situation, and my defence just really couldn't cope. I think Ramos has got like a high attack and work rate or something along those lines, so he's always going forward, and it's kind of annoying now. But we do luckily get an equaliser here through Welbeck, another crossed goal. Welbeck scored another header. It's a nice little finish from him to make it 4-4 in the 84th minute. I didn't deserve to lose. I didn't deserve to win. It was one of them games, so I'm kind of happy that I got that goal to make it 4-4, and that will take it into extra time. As you can see there, Naldo picking up a red card, but I'm all over him now. I'm absolutely dominant, and we do manage to score a goal here through Danny Welbeck, one of the little slide efforts, but he does score the goal, which makes it puts us into the lead in the 99th minute. Now I absolutely battered this guy in extra time, but I just couldn't capitalise on many of my chances. But that is actually how that one finished. So we did win that game 5-4. So it's a 3 out of 3 for this team, even though we probably didn't deserve the one in the middle. But a win's a win at the end of the day, so we're happy with that. As you can see the match details, I battered him a little bit there. It was a very even game though. So yeah, the cost of this diamond is 808k. I think that's the most expensive one so far, if I'm not mistaken. The standout player in my opinion was Robin van Persie. He was just very good. He had a bit of flair, he had a bit of 4-star skills. Only thing he was probably lacking was a tiny bit more pace, but you know, you can't have it all. The worst player, and when I say worst, I don't mean, you know, he's really bad worst. I mean the worst out of the 4, and it was Welbeck. He was a little bit disappointing, but as I said, if I maybe swapped him with Hernandez, put Welbeck up front, it would have been a different story. The overall rating is going to be a 9 out of 10. Not quite as good as a Man City team, and not anywhere near as cheap in the coin. So the Man City team is probably still the best so far. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Please remember to give it a like. Next up, I do believe, is Newcastle. Leave your diamond in the comments below. What would you like me to see? Or you can tweet at me if you want with the hashtag TDE, which is of course the diamond effect, you know, on Foothead or anything like that, what you would like to see me do. Newcastle is pretty straightforward. I would imagine there's not a lot of options, but you know, we'll find a way. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll be back with some more of these soon. So thank you very much.